next month or so, nothing else matters. This is simply the tournament in world football. It has been a long 4 years. But we're finally here. The race for the big prize begins now. So many dreams, so many hopes, so many aspirations, but there can only be one winner. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Argentina looking for a fast start to get things done early here.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And here's Nico Williams, showing good feet. Chance to deliver. Romero is there, and he can get that clear. Williams. Here it is, crossed in. And it's Marino. Off the ball! Straight at the keeper.
Well, Yarzabal really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Pedri. Cucurella. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Jabal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Romero. Martinez. Romero chooses to go cross-field. Pedri. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Montiel gets across to intercept that. Tagliafico. De Paul. Tries to get it clear. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yamal. And it's Marino. Pedro Porro. Merino. Great defending, strong and determined. De Paul. Romero, and it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Cucurella forwards and with intent. McAllister. Paredes. De Paul. Martinez. That's a throw. Messi. Martinez. De Paul. Martinez. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Yamal. Montiel. Romero. Paredes. Messi. Now he's off and running. Oh, they could be caught out here. Looking here to chip it through. Al-Kubasi clears it away. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work. And it ought to pay off for them as well.
Pedri. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul. Lovely bit of skill. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Keeper beats it away. And here's McAllister. It's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Paredes shifted upfield. And it's gone back to the keeper. Zubimendi. Argentina still without a single shot on target. Tagliafico wins the duel this time. Martinez. Paredes aim forwards. Tagliafico gently done. McAllister. De Paul. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Eric Garcia gets it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tagliafico, aim forwards. Martinez looking to run onto it. De Paul. Crossing, up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far.
De Paul is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Montiel. Moved on forwards. Martinez. Messi. Played with finesse. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Merino. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Eric Garcia. And it's Marino. Kubasi. Merino. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, played over towards the opposite flank. Pedri. Yamal. Zubimendi. Kubasi. Merino. Yamal. Pedri. Played out wide. Back into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Zubimendi have it back and can go again. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Messi. That's a cute ball. So nearly the perfect ball. Montiel. McAllister. De Paul. Paredes. And it's played forward. And it's McAllister. De Paul. Messi. McAllister. Yamal. Merino. It looked as though that... And Martinez! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Martinez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Zubimendi. Merino. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro carries the ball down the right. Here's Oyarzabal! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
De Paul. Messi. Montiel. And it's Messi. Mikel Merino spread out to the left. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Merino. Lisandro Martinez attempts a clearance. And here's Pedri. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Argentina, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Zubimendi. And here's Oyarzabal. Merino. Montiel forwards and with intent. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Messi. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. It's Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Messi, and it's pulled back. Paredes. Tagliafico. De Paul. Tagliafico. De Paul. Yamal. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Tagliafico. Romero. De Paul. Paredes. De Paul. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's well seen too. Eric Garcia. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, it's come loose. Lisandro Martinez shifted upfield. Martinez providing an outlet on that flank. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Can he deliver? Montiel opts to play it back. McAllister. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Cucurella. And here's Nico Williams. Decent progress down the left. Cucurella crosses. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Argentina have a free kick. What a save! Terrific reactions! And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, your views on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Tagliafico. Martinez. McAllister. McAllister. De Paul. Tagliafico. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Romero.
Spain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Merino. And here's Oyarzabal. Into the channel. Pedro Porro. And it's Merino. Pedro Porro tries across. Gets it away. De Paul. That is a great pick out. Tagliafico. Oh, that's nice. De Paul. Here's Lautaro Martinez, and he shoots! Yamal. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedro Porro. Merino. Pedro Porro. Paredes. McAllister. Paredes. Romero. Tagliafico. And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Looks to the other side. Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Cucurella. Oyarzabal. McAllister. Montiel. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Eric Garcia moved on forwards, and it's Cucurella. Can he get onto this? Williams. Pedri. Over to the left. Merino. Mikel Merino played out to the left flank. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Now it's Messi. McAllister. Montiel. Forwards and with intent. Subimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Paredes. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Subimendi. Cucurella. That is a little undercooked. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And the ball is out of play. Pedro Porro, gently done. Merino. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Yamal. Oyarzabal! And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's Messi. De Paul. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. De Paul. McAllister. Paredes. Out towards the flank. McAllister. Tagliafico. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Lautaro and Martinez! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Argentina really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Clearly not happy with that. Romero. Martinez. And he goes cross-field. Merino. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Merino. Pedro Porro. Now it's Martinez. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Messi takes the shot.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Merino. Subimendi. Yamal. And it's Merino. Not much subtlety about that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Proves too strong. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yamal. Kubasi. He is through here. De Paul. Out to the left it goes. Referee's given a throw. McAllister. Montiel. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Montiel. Romero, aim forwards. De Paul. And it's played forward. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And that has been clubbed away. Romero. Martinez. Paredes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tagliafico. Romero. Forwards and with intent. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. And here's Yamal. Great chance! We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Romero gets it away. Ball's gone out of play. He's in plenty of space here. Pedri. Lisandro Martinez tries to clear. Throw it. Llorente. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Lisandro Martinez. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. McAllister. Tagliafico. De Paul moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Llorente, and it's lofted through here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
They'll have one final crack at it. Llorente. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Changes on both sides, actually. Oh, nice touch. Simeone looking to get on the end of this. So who's he picking out? Simeone.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out to the right. Simeone.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Cucurella. Llorente. Pedro Porro.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Zubimendi, over to the left. Yamal! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He has found the way through. No foul, says the referee. Argentina being made to look sloppy in possession here. Oh, that's neat. They need to get it in quick. Cucurella, gently done. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. Paredes. Paredes played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. And that's it. So it is just one step forward. 3 would have been ideal, but this is going to have to do for now. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It could have been both better or worse, so a draw will be a happy compromise, I think, to open their group account. It always helps to have something to build on, and I think this will do nicely.